Hi everyone. How you doing? Happy Tuesday afternoon. So excited because I'm going to have Katy Perry joining us today. Where are you guys right now? All over the world? Let me just see here. I find Katy. Hold on. I go live with Katy. Every time I'm like, how do I do this properly? Every single time. Okay, Katy. I'm still not very technical. Let's see. Go live with, oh, Katy. There she is. Waiting. Oh, hey.
Can you
Oh,
see
look at
me?
you. You look beautiful.
I can't yet see you. It still says connecting. Oh, here I am. Here I am.
Oh,
Hi.
look at you looking gorgeous and glowing.
Well, I actually just got out of the shower,
You look beautiful.
and this is me very fresh faced
You look
with,
beautiful.
thank you, with little to no makeup.
Wow.
Literally maybe just like a little under eye right here. But I'm wearing the robe you gave me for Christmas.
It looks beautiful on
Thank you.
you. Oh,
Hi.
I'm so glad you love it.
Yeah, I wanted to show off my skin because remember we had a conversation. So one of the great things about being close with Miranda is that I get to try out all her products, especially when her son, who's 10 years old, comes home with them and I look through his little backpack. I'm like, oh, what's
Yes.
this new thing? What's that?
Yes.
And you gave me this new moisturizer. And I was like, all right, whatever, As you know, you and I get sent probably a lot of different things and a lot of products, and we try some of them and we don't. And then I was like, okay, what do I have to lose? I'll just try it.
Yeah.
I am not getting any younger.
Oh,
And I tried it and I was so like it it has changed my skin game so much.
oh.
I was like, Miranda, if you ever want to do a live about it,
Yes.
I have no investment in it or like nobody's paying me. I'm like, I'm just ready to talk about how it changed my skin game. Or
Oh,
yeah.
it makes me so happy to hear because, when I first created it, I was like, I really want this luxurious, rich moisturizer and this wonderful experience, like the creme de la creme of all face creams.
Yeah.
And what's really interesting is that, like, you and I have different skin types, but we both want that glow, you
Yes.
know? And Evan has a completely different skin type as well, and he uses it every day. So it's like incredible to see the results it's getting for all different skin types.
Well, yeah, Orlando uses it as well, and
Yes.
we kind of fight over the pods because
Yeah.
it's when does it come out actually?
Today. Today's
Today?
launch day.
Today?
Yeah. Today's launch
Oh
day.
my gosh, that's awesome. Okay, so I have it here because you sent me some new ones because mine are like so battered. They've been in my um in my drawer and I've been using them. So here it is. It came out today and it's the turmeric glow moisturizer.
Yes.
And I've used everything on my skin. I've used La Mer, I've used, all of like the amazing dermatologists in Los Angeles, all of their lines. And this one has changed my skin so much. People are like, you're glowing, you've got rosy cheeks.
Yeah.
I don't really love the taste of turmeric, so I'm glad I can find a way to integrate turmeric into my life, even though I've
Yeah.
got like turmeric curtains behind me. But tell me why turmeric in this moisturizer.
Well, I'm obsessed with brightening because I've had pigmentation pretty much on and off ever since I had Flynn. And I like have a constant battle of trying to like fight my pigmentation. And turmeric really helps with that. And this cream has this liposome technology, which is like little bubbles and they actively work on your skin. When you rub it in, they burst on your skin. So it has turmeric and licorice root, and it has maracuja oil, which is like passion fruit oil, desert date oil. And these active ingredients really help, and also rosehip oil and noni, of course. But those ingredients are like, especially the turmeric is anti-inflammatory and very brightening for the skin.
It gets a little like red when you first put it on. Is that the thing
active ingredients? Like, because when you open the jar, you see you've got it here, and these ingredients, they, when you put it on your skin, and it just kind of melts in, and that's when the ingredients are, those little liposomes, the liposome technology is like bursting on your skin.
It's great. I mean, I use it for both morning and night, and before I'm about to put on a ton of makeup. I don't even use primer anymore. You use primer before you put on lots of makeup, and anybody that knows me, I love to lean into the whole glam, and
yes. Me too.
But this makes it doesn't make my my makeup so dry looking anymore. It makes it very fresh and youthful. Yes. And it's like the right consistency. It's kind of rich,
Yeah, it's definitely rich, and it gives your skin that beautiful glow, so you can see it there.
Yeah, I'm a huge believer. And then we had a conversation over Christmas about certified organic.
Oh, yes.
And I didn't really know anything about the difference between organic and certified organic. And your line, Cora, is certified organic.
Yeah, which is very different to just a clean beauty product.
Tell me.
Well, when you're certified, you have an outside body who is really overlooking everything you're doing, not just from ingredients. So it's not just about certified organic ingredients and making sure that, they are as pure as they can be, and also there are no other nasty ingredients. But on top of that, they look at everything from our packaging, internal, external, all of the words that I write on the back of the packaging has to be approved by them. Our manufacturers have to be audited by them and Cosmos EcoCert approved. And, what's interesting about certified organic ingredients is that there are up to 60% more antioxidants in a certified organic ingredient. And that was a study done by Cambridge. And that's why our products are getting such incredible results for people, because they're not just clean, they actively contain more antioxidants with the certified organic ingredients that are used. Because what happens when an ingredient has to be certified, it can't be grown on soil that's depleted. It has to be grown on nutrient-rich soil. So it has to be, it can't be grown on like the same soil over and over again, which many regular, ingredients are grown over and over again. So it has to be nutrient-rich, and that's why there are more antioxidants. And therefore, they put that straight into your skin when you're using the ingredients, and therefore you get more powerful results.
It's alive.
Glow. Yeah, it's alive.
It's alive. I mean, look up close. There's you can see I've got this glow all over my skin. And people think I just came from a facial all the time. Yeah. They're like, what serum? What facialist? And I'm like, actually, it's this new Cora turmeric moisturizer. Like you said, Orlando uses it. I use it. Evan loves it. I'm really obsessed with it, or else I wouldn't be here today talking about it. I'm just hoping I can get a little bit more free Cora product from you.
Yes, and you saw it comes with the refillable pods, so it's better for the environment. So you buy just this beautiful jar, and then this little pod comes out, and then you just buy the pod. Yeah, there's the pod, and you pop it in.
Do you sell it at
Sephora?
Yeah,
and on CoraOrganics.com.
Amazing. And how much is, your first set, like your first?
So you buy this for $58. So you buy the jar for $58.
That's cheaper than a facial. and
That is cheaper.
most serums.
Yes. And then the refill pod is 46. Yes, 46.
It's so
Because
great.
it's so active, as you know, and
Yeah.
so powerful. And I went back and forth with our lab and our chemist, and I just was pushing them. It took me 2 years to develop this product because I wanted it to be super rich, luxurious, but not cause any breakouts. Yeah.
Okay, so I have had adult acne in the past, and that's why I have been a little bit not leaning into heavy moisturizer because I thought, oh, I'm gonna get these cystic zits underneath my skin that I can't even, pop to get out. Everybody is
Yeah.
hearting this because they
Yeah.
know about those cystic zits that kind of hurt. You can't even
Yeah.
really tell if they're there or see if they're there, but they're there. And I would get them from, my oil on my skin getting too oily. And so I was a little bit scared of heavy moisturizers. Although I used heavy moisturizers all over my body, I was like, not my face, because I don't want these zits that stay for like months on end.
Yeah.
And so I was like nervous to try it. And then I leaned in, and it just has made my pores, like no zits, nothing. It's made my pores, my cheeks are always rosy after I use it, which is
Mhm.
great. And I'm not scared of it. It doesn't make me break out at all. I wonder, like, is there like the brightening, is it like a brightening factor or like?
I think it's the rosehip oil really helps balance the pH of your skin. The combination of the rosehip with the Marajuka oil and the desert date oil, that really helps with your skin because it's a really lightweight oil that balances the pH as opposed to, destabilizing it. So, yeah.
That's great.
I'm so
And
happy to
I
hear.
use it all over here and here. And then everything left over, I do this,
Yeah. Yeah.
because like as we mature, there are certain points on, a woman's body that you can tell, like, have you like used sunscreen and moisturizer and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So
The
exactly
hands
here,
are very
right?
important, and the neck and the chest,
The décolletage. I mean,
décolletage.
even the ladies in the 50s and 60s, they wore the gloves because you wear the gloves while you're driving because the sun goes on them, and then
Yes.
you have all these sunspots.
Yeah.
And it's all about just like preventative and a
I'm, I
little
really,
routine of self-care, and
yeah.
that
And
makes
I
us feel
really
better.
feel like if you take care of yourself and you're putting the right nutrients into your skin, then healthy skin to me is the most beautiful skin. It does glow because you've given it that opportunity to be soaked in the beautiful,
And yeah, and I always felt like I
antioxidants.
had to wear a ton of makeup. And especially my early 20s when I started to see people about my acne, different dermatologists, I would, see all these like ladies come and go without all this slap on their skin. I'd be like, oh, I just wish one day, I didn't have to wear that much makeup. And I feel like this gives like that glow and a little rose,
Yeah, it does.
and it feels like an everyday thing. And then when I do wear a lot of makeup, which is like on American Idol or whatever, it helps the makeup like balance it so it's not so dry.
Yes. Yeah, I know. That's the thing when it gets cakey. That's why I just wanted this to be like a beautiful base, as you said, like for that glow, for the glow to kind of pop through. So I've been doing like press interviews all day today, and right before I came on here, I was on an Australian news like Good Morning show. So I
Yeah,
had to have makeup on all day, and I feel like, oh, it's getting cakey, but you can still see that glow on my skin.
it comes out. And that's not
Yeah.
even like highlighter.
No, that's not highlighter. That's just this beautiful, glowing, shimmery glow. And did you know, I don't know if I told you, but all Cora products are filtered through and touch upon rose quartz crystals.
Yeah, what's the science behind that? Because that's very woo woo, but
It is. It's
like,
something like that I wanted to add because crystals have been a big tool that have helped me in my life, like a really nurturing tool, just like essential oils. And all Cora products are fragrance free, but we use certified organic essential oils.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing that was really helpful for me in my life was crystals. And so that's why this
Well,
jar.
they're energy keepers. They keep great
Yes.
energies. So if you can, you know, have the right energy or whatever you are lacking and like tap into a certain kind of crystal in your hand, then you can
Yes.
source that energy from that.
Yeah, and this one, in addition to the rose quartz, also has citrine crystal in the manufacturing process. Like it touches upon all of the ingredients in here to energize and bring that abundance and that radiance into your life. And so that's why I wanted it to look like a crystal, the
I
actual.
know it looks great in any bag or even on your bedside. You know, I like shiny things and I love this color and
Yeah, it's so
I love
pretty.
how it's like floating in there.
Yeah, the little pod. I actually designed this when we were talking about it, and I had this vision of it being a glass jar and a refillable pod. And they actually came over to my house, and I had to hand draw it and show them like exactly what I was envisioning because I wanted that luxurious experience, you know? And I wanted this to be
Uh,
like a beautiful jewel that was sitting on, you know, on your
well,
vanity.
I mean, I can put my rings in it if I ever, you know, go
Travel.
dry, but
Or if you
hopefully
ever
since
run
I'm
out.
doing this live, I'll never go dry from my turmeric moisturizer. Yes,
Exactly.
the words that came to mind when I was using this, I was thinking about earlier, and they were nourishing, glowing, hydrating, brightening. I mean,
Yeah.
it feels like I drank, you know, 10 bottles of water, or we'll have one of those jugs that like you can do it, you know, all the different
Yes.
lines where
Yes.
you're
Yes.
drinking like you show up at work and you've got this huge like water, you know, jug and you're like, okay, but that's my water goals. Exactly. There you
Yeah.
go.
This is my water
And
goals.
but it definitely helps even look that way on your skin. It looks like you've
Mm.
just been drinking all of the water.
How have you
Tell
been going with the celery juice?
Good. I
Do you
love
like?
it.
I love it
So
too.
Miranda is very, very health conscious. I think in our modern family, she's probably the most health conscious of
Yes.
everyone. Although Orlando is, you know, really, you guys obviously like really love that. And
And he's very
you,
much into fitness.
yes, he is. He's an Adonis. And you help encourage Evan, and he helps encourage me. And
Yes.
you know, you're like, it's so funny whenever it's time for Flynn to come over to our house. Flynn will always bring like this amazing like nugget of knowledge on either skincare or food. Like, you know, we stopped eating eggs at our house.
Yes.
And I was like,
Sorry
eggs?
about that.
Yeah, thanks. Well, at first, when he came home, he's like, "Oh yeah, I don't really eat eggs. You know, we don't eat eggs at our house." I was like, "Oh shit, another
Like,
thing.
oh,
You
great.
know, let's
Yeah.
add it to the list of
Yes.
woo woo California like healthcare. You know, like." And then I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh my God, no more eggs."
Yeah. No.
What?
I
Tell me.
So Anthony William and his books, The Medical Medium and Cleanse to Heal, really helped me so much in my life because I got quite sick when I was pregnant with heart. And they do say when you're pregnant, your immune system can be suppressed and
Yeah.
certain things can come to the surface. So for me, I got some gastrointestinal issues. And the only thing that helped me was eating this way, eating like really plant-based and pure and having my celery juice every morning. And I tried everything and I studied health. And I actually just recently finished a course on Stanford
That's
took a course
right.
online. Yeah.
You've got 3 kids and you're going to college and you run a massive company. It's very admirable.
Oh, thanks. But the kids are my number one love, as you
For
know.
sure.
It's
Oh my
just
God.
the best thing in the world, being a mom.
It's the best job. It's the most fulfilling. I mean, I feel like I got the opportunity to climb every single mountain, especially career wise, and see those views. And a lot of them I was really grateful for, but there was no feeling like the feeling when, I had my daughter. I
Yeah.
mean, that was like all the love that I was ever searching for. It was like, bam,
Boom.
wholeness,
Yeah, it's like a
like
heart
whole.
opener of like all heart openers.
It is. And to be honest, like as a performer, sometimes there's a lot less of this, but like your art is validated by the outside world and that fluctuates. Sometimes you are beloved and then sometimes people are like, nah, I don't like that, moving on, right?
Yeah.
But the love from your children
Yeah.
is constant and unconditional and isn't based on, what you have, what you don't have,
No.
what career, what product. And so that's definitely made me feel so full, and to know that there's this unwavering, unconditional love. Nothing is really being asked of me just to be a mother, and that
Yeah.
comes naturally.
Yeah.
Of course, some milk and some cuddles
Yeah. Oh
and
my
change
goodness.
my diaper.
Yeah. I know. It's the
But
best.
there's no feeling like it. I'm so glad that I, you know, didn't keep bulldozing ahead and like
Business.
disregarding this one. Yeah, like it's amazing to have this opportunity to be a businesswoman, but at 36 and at 35 or 34 when I was like, okay, I'm ready, I'm so glad I made the conscious decision to actually try and do that, because I didn't want to miss out on that opportunity. I'm so glad I didn't miss out on that opportunity,
Yeah.
and like put some like real intention into it. And
Yeah.
it's been the best thing. But you know that because you've got three,
3 boys. Can you
which is
believe it?
crazy. I
Three
mean,
boys of all
yeah,
things.
I
I
know.
mean, it's wild. I
I
still
know.
pinch myself. I feel so lucky to be a mum. It's just the best.
It is.
And
And also, when you've got three, which one is one and two is 100 and three is just like, I don't know how you find any time to do anything, but and also to always look so beautiful and like you sleep well and you drink
oh,
lots of water and blah blah blah. But I do think that this moisturizer is a secret trick of mine now.
yeah, it is.
And I love it so much. I'm so glad you turned me on to it. And
Oh, thank you. I'm just so
yeah,
glad you love it and like you have a genuine love and like you're having great results with it, because any other products that I've given you, you've been like, oh, great, amazing, I love them. But this one, you were like, oh my God, let me tell the world. And I was like,
no, I was
sure.
like, I love your line. That's cool. That's great. Amazing. And then, but I like stopped you in your tracks and I was like, I will do a live with you anytime you want, because this has changed my life or my beauty
Yes.
game, which,
Yes.
I like to present beautifully, and who doesn't appreciate beauty?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, I'm just so glad.
It's yeah, it's so fun to create products that can help people in their lives in a healthy way.
Right. And, I went through this huge transformation after having Daisy about what am I putting into my body. And so I went more plant-based. I went like 80/20. Besides last weekend when I was just crazy, because I was with some friends for the first time.
But it
Um,
happens, and that's
it
good. I think
happens.
it's good to be able to have that balance.
Yeah. But then got back on track. And I started looking at all of my products and going, what are all these strange words? And what are in my products? What's in my shampoo and my conditioner? Like, isn't isn't your skin like
The
the
largest
biggest
organ in your body.
organism? Like all of your pores are
Yes.
ingesting all of
Everything.
these chemicals? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And so I went through a huge clean out and just like, I'm gonna do Cora this and then all the like the more natural stuff, and that's really helped.
Yeah, it's interesting. When I was 16, my mum got really sick and she had cancer in her spleen. And so we had a whole, like, we just went through everything in our home, looked at everything from, like you said, shampoos, conditioners, like household
Wow.
cleaning products, everything. And there was this little book called The Chemical Maze, and I'm pretty sure it's an Australian guy that wrote it. And we
Wow.
used it as a handbook, and it would explain to you what exactly were the, you know, sometimes there's numbers on the back of packaged goods, what that
The
meant.
chemical maze?
The chemical maze, yes.
Wow, that's
And
wild.
it was interesting because, you know, after I'd learned so much after many years of kind of living that way and trying to find more healthy products, I realized there were so many products out there that claimed to be natural that actually weren't, which is why I wanted to be certified, because then it's not taking my word for it. Being certified organic, you have someone who does this on a world certification level that comes in and audits everything that you're doing. So
That's
you
great.
have
It's an
that transparency.
accountability.
Yeah, you have the transparency, the accountability, tells you everything. And, you know, this is something that we can control. And if you can get the great results on your skin, right, in a healthy way, then why wouldn't you? To me, it was a no-brainer. So I was like, okay.
I had no idea. I mean, that you went through that with your mom. And I mean, that at 16, I mean, it's so funny. Yeah, we went through all of our products from, you get so highly aware when you're having a baby, when you're
Oh,
bringing
yeah.
a baby into the world and, you know, their immune system is developing and you're like, what are we spraying? How are we cleaning? I mean, little
Everything.
babies, sometimes they want, like their skin is so sensitive
Yes.
that you'll use different detergent or something like that because it's
Yeah.
so sensitive that there's a rash. And anyone that has a child that's watching that, if you have a rash all over your baby, it's like you are not going to be sleeping. It's going to keep you up
Yes.
all night. You're going to have
Yes.
anxiety, all this stuff. And,
Yes.
you know, so I really looked at all of my stuff and made some huge changes in my life. And this was one of the big ones, what I'm
Yeah.
using on my skin
Yeah.
right here.
Right here. And you feel it, you feel the difference. And, you know, I just think that it's something small that you can do, and it makes a big difference in your life, because I see it like a water bottle, right? So if you're putting chemicals and chemicals and chemicals and chemicals, and then it fills up, like, and that's when it can overflow and cause a lot of issues within your body.
Yeah, I
So
hear you on that.
yeah.
Well, it's super luxurious, but it's not that expensive.
Yeah.
You know, when I think luxurious, I think over $100 or whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
some of those creams out there are in the 250, 275, and you're like, oh my God, that's never gonna
Yeah.
last. And you use just like the
The
tiniest
tiniest bit.
amount, you know,
Yeah.
or if your partner or boyfriend or girlfriend uses it, or and you
Yes.
see them just like dumping it, you're like, no.
No, don't do that.
But I feel like, you know, you can get your money's worth and it still feels super luxe. It's how much? Tell me again.
$58. $58
$58.
for the jar, and then you get the little refill pods for 46.
It's amazing. Look at that.
Yep, just in and out.
Perfect. Well, I love you very much.
I love you. We better get back to our kids, I guess.
That's right. And congratulations on today's launch. I love this. And
Thank you.
I'm glad that you are doing all the heavy lifting and research on being certified organic. It's better for the planet. It's better for you. And Orlando just walked in.
Oh, he did. He's like,
Yeah.
hi.
And thank you so much for letting me come on here and talk to all these people. Hi guys.
Hi, guys.
If you're watching, we
Should
should
we
take like a couple of questions,
Yeah, totally.
obviously. Hi everyone.
Hi,
I'm
guys.
Katie. This is Miranda.
Hello.
All around the world. Anything you guys want to know about Cora? We'd love to answer some questions. I'm wearing little to no makeup. Like I said earlier, I just have like a tiny bit of highlighter under my eyes. And this is my glow is from the turmeric moisturizer. And I look like I've drank tons of water, which is which is kind of true, but this definitely helps. But if you have any questions, or we'll just say that we love you too.
Yeah, we do. Or someone said, hey, I tried the moisturizer day. It's amazing. Someone else
That's
said,
great.
what make you want to sing, Katie?
Me? Well, Miranda, I know you love to sing too.
Ooh, I do love to sing. But mine's more of a hobby. Like, you're obviously very talented. Mine is just like an obsession with like, la
I
la
know,
la,
but we've
singing
done
from my voice.
karaoke together, and you're a really beautiful singer.
Oh, thank you.
It's very sweet. Um, Tell me about why did you try, what crystals did you use in the moisturizer? I would like to see how that's done.
Yeah, so we have a big vat where all the ingredients get mixed together in the process of like mixing that turmeric and licorice and the noni and the rosehip oil and all of those things. So it goes in, and then the crystals that we have, the rose quartz and the citrine with this particular product, go into the vat.
Really, inside it?
Inside with all the products. So first of all, they have this process where they have to be outside and cleansed by the sun and the moon. And
Yeah.
then they come in and they go inside the big ingredient vat. And they're energized, you know, at the very end with these crystals, rose quartz and citrine for that particular product. But every single Cora product is energized with rose quartz. And then our like milky mushroom cleanser is energized with rose quartz and clear quartz.
Look at that. And nani?
And every single product contains noni, which is a
Noni.
superfood superfruit that I've been drinking since I was 13, thanks to my grandma.
No, I know this is this is one of your staple ingredients. And does it come from Australia?
Well, it is grown in Australia now, but it's originally from Tahiti.
Okay, awesome.
The
Yeah, you've been talking
beautiful,
about it forever.
yeah,
And it's a superfood?
superfood. Yeah, it has like over 100 vitamins and minerals, full of antioxidants, and it's quite pungent and a little bit, they call it the cheese fruit.
Oh, really?
Um, so we had to work out a process to freeze dry it so that the active ingredients are still there without the scent of the noni, because the noni itself is really stinky.
Yeah, well, you know,
But it
it's
worked.
rich. It works.
Yeah.
And someone's asking, can they get it in Canada? So do you ship internationally?
Yes, we do. And in Canada, we're at Detox Market in Canada and Sephora.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. And then someone just said, I usually use a different moisturizer at night than in the morning. And I used to do the same thing. And this is like morning and night. Like,
Yeah,
I feel
it's
great.
morning and night.
Exactly.
Because it's rich enough to use at night, but at the same time, it gives you that glow in the day when you want it underneath your makeup, which I absolutely love.
Yeah. Well, I love you, and
thank
you so much for your time,
Thank
and
you. I
good
really
luck with the
appreciate
rest of your day.
Same to you. I think
And
it's bath time now for the kiddos. Got to get
that's
in
right.
there, wrangle my boys.
I know. They're getting so big.
Yes, they are.
All right. Well,
everyone,
this is what we were talking about. It's the Turmeric Glow Moisturizer with the refillable pods.
You can get it on coraorganics.com, on Sephora.
Or Sephora.
Yep, available today, just out now.
Yay. Congratulations.
Yay.
See you soon.
See you soon. Bye, honey.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.